Well, I be damned. Well, on Wednesday, May the 9th, there were 5 people that were indicted on criminal street gang charges involving drugs, firearms possession, and related offenses targeted by Savannah Police Gang Squad Initiative. Now, these 5 people were identified in the indictment as members of the Village Boy Soldiers, or VBS, what they call it, which Gang Squad Detective Sergeant Jonathan Puala on Thursday identified as Carver Heights based gang or Carver Village based gang, who police identified in part by the defendant's use of, get this, their use of social media. Okay, well, I'm gonna get back to that in a minute. Now, the names of the people have been identified as Shahid Brandt, who ages 19, Tykeem Stewart, who ages 20, Jamari Harris, who ages 23, Leonard Roberts, who ages 20, and Pele Evans, who ages 30, who also goes by the rap name Crizzle the Don. And the rest followed more than a year of intelligence gathered by a new squad and represents a new Savannah police initiative targeted by gang activity, said Puala, who is a supervisor of the 8-member gang and gun violence units. The indictment was based on 3 dates: July the 4th of 2017, January 17th, and February 17th of this year, involving possession of methamphetamine and marijuana with intent to distribute and possession of a firearm during those efforts. It included multiple charges involving possession of a firearm during the commission of a felony. Those crimes also included 2 thefts by receiving stolen property involving 2 handguns stolen in separate crimes. Puala said that the indictment was the accumulation for about a year's intelligence gathering and follow-up by the gang unit that started its work in January 2017, and Brandt was named individually on a charge of possession of a firearm by a convicted felon in the connection of a January 17th arrest that based on his conviction on November the 23rd, 2015 for armed robbery, aggravated assault, and possession of a firearm during the commission of a crime. He was arrested January the 17th while in possession of a Glock handgun shortly after his release from prison on earlier charges. For a long time, some people out there in Carver Village, the VBS guys, I think some of them seen that video that I did a long time ago about Kevin Jackson, the boy that was killed in Carver Village that was part of VBS. Now VBS, a lot of people that have been arguing with me over there on that side of town, they've been saying that, oh man, VBS ain't a gang, they just do music. Because if you guys seen the Savannah for Dummies episode where I did the gang episode, I put them in there. Oh, and by the way, I don't know if I said this in that video or not, but I think I said that they were some type of Crips. Don't take that for value, because now I don't think that they're connected with any type of Crips. I think they just VBS. It's just VBS, Village Boy Soldiers. I don't think they're connected with the Crips. From what I know now, I don't think that they're connected with Crips. But anyways, that area over there on the west side, Carver Village or Carver Heights, they renamed that, well, the people out there, the VBS guys, they renamed that area T-Kev World, or Kev World, in honor of Kevin Jackson. If you've seen that video that I've done, like I said, about a year ago, where he got killed out in that area, so they dedicated that little area out there in Carver Village to him, T-Kev. So a lot of the guys that you see on that on Facebook, they might hashtag RIP T-Kev. And what I was saying in that Savannah for Dummies episode where I was talking about the gangs, how I got my information was pretty much how the police got their information off Facebook. And like how what I just told y'all earlier about how they got their information, or how they got more leads about who VBS is. They not hacked, but they got on these guys' social media. And I believe it's through a fake account, most likely. That's what I call Facebook Fedbook. You got so many police on there, man. Believe it or not, police do have fake accounts, and a lot of them are added on by people, and they think that they're real people. That's why you always got to check your friends, and also you got to make sure that things are private. Even if you're doing something illegal, which I don't advise you to do, but if you're doing something legal, I would suggest that you put it on private, your page on private. But even if your page is on private, that still can't help with a federal investigation or a police investigation by that means. So a lot of guys, they put their information out online. Like, to be honest with you, man, like a lot of the information that I get about like these gangs and like the streets and stuff, like the last homicide that I talked about, like I got information about how dude had got killed and who had seen him like hours before he got killed. Not because I talked to people on the streets, not because I called people. No, I got this information off Facebook mainly, because nobody really gets on Twitter like that. But Facebook, a lot of these people talk too damn much on Facebook about nothing. And it's about nothing. It really is. It's about nothing that I've never seen before. Like, it's like, seriously, it's like the things that you see that these guys post are just like plain out stupid. And if you're gonna make music, like how you guys say that you just focused on the music, well, just make music then. Don't get focused on the street aspect. But it's hard to tell you guys not to be focused on the streets, because that's pretty much y'all backbone, is the streets. And I understand that. But if you guys say that you want to separate yourselves from the streets, then why not do that? Why not do something that separate yourselves from that type of activity or that type of name that you guys get attached with? Because it's not even what I say. I cannot call y'all a gang 100 times in a row. It's what the Savannah police, the GBI, the FBI, is what they know, is what they gather their information off you. And if they see a group of guys, hey, let's just make a quick example. If me and 7 other people join up in the same neighborhood, we're all in the same neighborhood, we join up, we start smoking, we start buying large amount of quantity of guns together, we start selling dope together. As far as a group, like if we start doing that, and let's just say the police notice that, then they identify y'all as a gang, or me as a gang member, because they see that I'm doing illegal activity. They see I'm doing criminal activity. The same thing applies for these guys. If the police see that you're always with guns and drugs and you're in the same neighborhood with these other guys, then yeah, these guys going to identify you as gang members, even though I might not view you the same way. But that's just how it is. And in my last piece of news, a teacher is now under arrest after Savannah police say he took illegal photographs of students. Police say 38-year-old Joy Marcock took photos up the skirts of female students while he was a track coach and a physics teacher at St. Vincent's Academy. The Savannah Police Special Victims Unit started looking into the matter on April the 23rd, making the official arrest Thursday afternoon this week. The school sent a notice to the arrest to the parents on Thursday. WJCL spoke with one of the parents who says she sad for the school because she and her daughter have had wonderful experiences there and hope it doesn't reflect poorly on the school. Now, Moorcock was removed from his position with the school during the investigation, and the principal has released a statement on the incident, really pretty much saying that he's pretty much terminated and that these type of actions can't be tolerated within the school. And yeah, it's pretty sick, man. You send your kids out to a school, and St. Vincent's is a private school. So, I mean, to send your child to a private school just to have him or her to be looked upon and be recorded, and pretty much recording students for what I know in a classroom is a felony or is a crime. And that could mean that you could be fired as a teacher. You don't even have to be recording like their private parts or anything like that, but you could just be recording them just in general. That is a crime. You cannot do that. You cannot take photographs of kids inside a classroom. You can't video record them. That is illegal. So that is a no-no. So big kudos to the Savannah police for taking this guy not necessarily off the streets, but out of the schools where the people, or actually the kids, need education and not to be looked upon or preyed upon sexually. And St. Vincent's is a all-female school. I believe they're just the 5th grade through the 8th grade. But that's all the information that I have for this week. Any other updates that I can provide about for this news that I provided and for previous news videos that I've done, I'll let y'all know. But just stay informed and stay close, man. Like, definitely hit that description box, hit my Facebook page, my Twitter page. You'll see all the updates, because sometimes I'm not so fast to put an update out so fast on the video, because a lot of times it takes a little bit more days and a little bit more information to get before I can even post a video. But that's all for right now. It's Pac-Man Jones with Savannah Seaport News, and stay blessed, Seaport.